Meet Barry. Barry, hello.
Hi, my name is Barry.
Tell your story. What kind of work did you used to do that you lost, that you now are living in the tent?
I was a handyman,
Okay.
a painter. I painted.
So when you lost your job, when everything got lost, you literally lost everything, and now you live in a tent.
Yep, I lost everything. I lost everything.
Where do you find your strength, Barry? Like when you wake up in the morning, or whenever you wake up in your tent, where do you find your strength to move on and live another day?
I'm not sure I know that strength, but I continue. I continue. I keep on keeping on. Yeah, I don't know. I just keep on keeping on, man. That's all.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Yes.
It means that I am strong. I keep on keeping on.
I pray to God face down. Do you pray to God face down?
Yes, of course. Prayers.
Is that how you keep keeping on, or you got another method of keeping on?
I pray to my God every day. Most definitely.
For help?
For help.
Does he help you?
I think so, yes. I think so, yes.
In what way, Barry?
By holding my shoulders up, I guess. I don't know. I'm not sure about that question.
What do you value in your life most dearly?
I value my children, my kids, my daughters. I value them the most. Oh man, I value them.
Do you pray with them every night?
No, but that's probably something I should do, huh?
I'm asking you. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that I should probably do. I love my kids more than anything.
Does your wife pray to God?
I don't think so.
Do your children pray to God?
No.
Do you think they would like to?
If they were confused, maybe.
Why would they be confused if they pray to God? That's a very I don't know about that question, man. I don't know about that one. So people who pray to God are confused?
No, I didn't ever say that. I never said that.
But your children would be confused if they pray to God.
Yeah.
And why is that? Explain it.
I would think so, yeah. Because they're praying to they're asking a fictional character for help.
That's what you think of God?
No. I love God. God is all in my heart. And I would never say anything like that.
So who is fictional character?
Myself. Is that okay? Is that alright?
No, you just said that if they pray to God, they would be praying to a fictional character. Do they pray to you?
No, no, because I'm not a fake. I'm not a. I'm not a believable person.
So who's going to help you if not God?
I don't have the answer for that one.
Okay.
Do you have the answer for that one?
Well, our audience who will be considering helping you has a certain set of beliefs, Barry. And we don't believe that God is a fictional character. We believe He is the creator of everything that started, from our universe to all life on Earth and other planets. That's what we believe. But if you don't believe in that, I see that maybe this is why you are where you are, living in a tent.
Yeah, very possibly, for sure.
So do you think there's a connection there or not?
I mean, there must be if you're saying it.
No, I'm just asking you. What do you think?
It wasn't like town was nasty.
I don't think very much.
But if there was one thing that you'd like to accomplish in this life, what would it be? Your goal?
Being a special person for my daughters.
In what way?
Just being there for them.
Being there meaning what?
Shit. Not doing what I'm doing right now, that's for sure.
What are you doing now?
Living in the fucking woods.
So what would be your goal fully materialized, that you're happy and your children are happy? Describe it to me in great detail.
I think my children would be happy to see me happy.
You're not happy right now?
It's kind of hard to be happy when you're freezing cold in the woods.
This is the time when most people, Barry, put their face in the ground and ask God for forgiveness and for help. And you're not doing that, correct?
Nope.
Isn't it about time to get started with the program?
I guess so.
Or how do you think, where's help going to come from, if not from that? If you continue doing what you're doing, is it going to change?
No.
So then you got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, I gotta start somewhere.
And where would that be? Somewhere.
I guess putting my face in the ground.
You didn't know that before we met? That's how you do it? What kind of a hellhole did you grow up in? Let me ask you this question. Most people on this face of the earth know that there's a problem, you pray to God, get some help. Where do you crawl out of that you were not taught these basics? This is the basics of living. Like when you take a breath, something doesn't work out, you pray to God. Just like you run to your mama when you get hurt. Your mama kisses you and says, let me kiss your boo-boo. That's what God does to us, so to speak, metaphorically speaking. So we run to our parents, our spiritual parent, our creator of the universe. That's what He does to us. He's there to help us. But when you're not taught that, that's what I want to know. What kind of a household did you grow up in? All prisoners? Like all criminals? Your household? Murderers? Homosexuals?
What? Why would you even say things like
Those
that?
people are the only people who don't believe in God.
Homosexuals? What?
Yeah, they don't believe in God. They set their own rules for life. They're demon-possessed people who are basically controlled by the demons.
That is one confusing thing to hear, man.
It's as clear as day, man.
I don't think it is.
They make their own rules, man.
It's nighttime too.
And
that is some weird shit you said.
no, that's what everybody on this planet knows
No,
from birth.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. From birth, man, from birth. This is how you ask anybody on the street, and they'll tell you the people who set their own rules follow the demons. And the demons tell.
Should we go ask them?
No, we're just having a conversation, you and I, remember? To get you out of the tent. They already have a house. Don't worry about them. Worry about you. Worry about you.
That's true.
So where did you learn what you learned? Like that this God is a fictional character. Where'd you get this nonsense from? This demonic propaganda. Where did it come from? Satan infused data. Where did it come from? Who first gave you this lie? Tell me.
Propaganda?
Yeah, who put it in your mind? Who indoctrinated you with his nonsense?
Who indoctrinated you with this nonsense?
I come from God, directly.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna disagree with you. We're both friends, aren't we?
We're all on this planet to help each other. That's the purpose of us being on this planet. But when people are misled, misguided with demonic propaganda, but was placed in your head at the time you were born, because you got to hear it somewhere with this demonic nonsense that God is what did you call him? A fictional character?
A fictional character.
Well, who told you that? Is that your mama told you that or Papa? Which one?
I don't have a papa, no.
So then who told you this? Who first to give you this lie? Try to remember, that's very important. I'm going to do some cleansing here. Casting of the demons that keep feeding you with these lies.
Where's the lie, though?
Where's the lie? You live in a tent. You're supposed to be living with your children. This whole thing is a lie. It means you're lying to yourself, you're lying to your children. And when they grow up, just a few more years, they're 2 and 6, you said, right? 2 and 5, 2 and 6, something like that? Barry, when they turn 12, they're going to tell you the same thing what I'm just telling you, that you lived a lie your entire life. You believed the lie, you've been indoctrinated by demons, and they wished they had a different father that will verbalize this as plain as day right now. Probably even more hurtful words, much more hurtful. I'm trying to sugarcoat it for you so you could swallow it at this point. But when they grow up, they'll tell you everything they think about you, how you were wasting their time in the tent instead of praying to God. Because they will find God and they will realize that's the only way how we're designed on this planet to survive, to live. There's no other way. There's no other way. So whoever planted that lie into your head that God is a fictional character was from demons, from the devil, from Satan. Hebrew, har satan, means the deceiver. Every time he opens his mouth, he lies. So when people tell you that God does not exist, they're lying. You bought the lie. Now you live in a tent and you don't even see the connection that when you're going through difficult times in your life, you're kind of supposed to see the error of your way, and you're not seeing that.
I guess not, man.
You're just not seeing that, man. You still kind of call God a fictional character because somebody planted that lie into your head. You don't even know who it was, huh? You don't remember?
I don't remember.
So back on something positive. You have 2 children. When they grow up, I mean, what can you give them right now to help them mature into beautiful women, to have a beautiful, fulfilling life on this planet? Would you like to give them something?
Of course I would.
Have you ever asked them what they want?
Yeah.
What do they say?
say, I want Daddy.
In what way? In a tent or without a tent?
Obviously, not with the tent.
And what is the purpose of our meeting today? Me meeting with you was to
to get out of this tent.
Isn't that true? Yes, indeed. And how did the meeting go?
I think it went okay. It went okay.
Okay.
Don't you think it went okay?
Well, to put it mildly, I think it went in the opposite direction I expected. I was hoping to get some kind of a heart-to-heart sort of a revelation from you that you were seeking, divine protection, divine help, but actually you could care less about divine protection,
What do
divine
you
help.
mean? What? How could you say that I could care less?
You told me God is a fictional character and you rely on your own strength, showing me your two fists, like this. You don't remember doing that?
Yeah, I do.
Why did you do that then? Barry, I have an answer for you. How about, let me tell you why you did that. This is the most important statement that you'll hear from anybody in your life. You ready? This is the root of your problems right here. As I got to know you tonight, and if you don't mind, for the camera to see the eyes, do you mind removing that cap, please? Thank you. Because the eyes are the window to your soul, if you believe that. If you don't believe in that, it's like talking to a wall. But here's I'm going to tell you the truth. Without using any religious talk, just heart to heart, like a human being to another human being. And if you will take it to heart and do something about it, your life will change almost overnight. And again, if you will reject this message, nothing will change in your life. You are demon possessed. You are controlled by demons, which are spiritual beings. Let me finish. Spiritual beings who are invisible to the human eye. They've been with us since the creation of the world, which was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of years ago. So God created demons first, angels, who are later turned, some of them, into demons, meaning they go against God. They laugh at God. And demons' role is to cause problems for human beings. They're like different hierarchies of demons, different rankings of demons. Some of them cause people to use alcohol. Some of them cause people to use drugs. Others cause people to be homeless. Others cause people to commit fornication, theft, murder, wars, and on and on and on. Highest ranking demons cause wars on this planet. It's not by human beings. Human beings cannot be in power. For example, when you see a musician on stage, pick any musician who controls the crowd below. Let's say 100,000 people in the stadium, even 50,000. That musician is nothing without the demon. The demon inside the human being controls the crowd. This is a simple illustration. It's not the human. No. That crowd that gets riled up, it's not because the human being is great. Inside this human is a certain spirit, and that spirit is invisible, and that's usually the demon because of certain lifestyle they lead. They use drugs, alcohol, fornication, you name it, pedophilia, you name it, all the problems that these musicians that cause, like Freddie Mercury of Queen, if you heard the group. Yeah, that's what he used to do all the time. Drugs, fornication, you name it. Point is this, he controlled the crowds. This is just an illustration. On a smaller scale, so the politicians, they all have the demons. The musicians all have the demons. People on the street, they all have the demons. Only about 1% of the population are pure. Like Noah, they don't have the demons. They worship God, they walk with God, they pray to God. So Jesus said, every tree is known by its fruit, meaning whatever the fruit, if there's just a tree without any fruit, there is no point, there is no usefulness, there's no benefit. So a human being that doesn't have the spirit of kindness doesn't have a good fruit. So if a human being has never done anything good for another human being, it's a tree without a fruit. Meaning, inside that human being is probably a demon that blocks the development of that human being. And so, make a long story short, my brother Barry, I'm telling you as if you were my brother, and you are in the spirit. Well, we don't have the same parents, but we are in the spirit, brothers. We'll do that in a second. Let me finish my thought here. Let's not interrupt. This is very important. You have a demon that keeps you from reaching all your goals, that keeps you in that tent, that keeps you away from God, that keeps you away from your children. And every day that goes by, there's a greater barrier between you and your kids. And one day, when they grow up just a little bit more, they're going to tell you everything they think of you. And that will hurt you really badly. So badly that you will probably die of a heart attack. A physical heart attack. Your heart will explode because of hurt. Human hurt. Heartache. An emotional heartache. I'm trying to get your eyes into this thing. So if you will listen to my words and get rid of the demon inside of you, you will be just fine. But if you will not, it will be you, the old Barry. Because I just got to know you, and the spirit that is inside of you is a spirit that keeps you away from the truth, the path. It's a spirit that, Barry, that causes all of your problems in life. And it's me telling you, as your friend, as your brother in Christ, as your brother in God, if you don't believe in that, it's because of the demon. The demon steals the joy from you. And the demon, I want you to just listen to me. Very soon, when your daughters will grow up, they're going to look at you just like now, and they will tell you this to your face, except using a different language, like really hurtful language. And it's not to hurt you, but it's to tell you that you needed to simply get rid of the demon. There's nothing wrong with you. You have a pure heart. You have a very kind heart. I could sense your heart. Very kind heart. You're a kind person. But inside of you lives a spirit of this sort of a disillusion, this another being. It's a spiritual, it's invisible. You cannot see it. You cannot touch that spirit. It's very crafty. Very, very cunning, crafty, demonic spirit that keeps you away from the truth. And that's what you need to take care of. If you will not, Barry, you're done. You're done on this planet. You're done for your children. You can forget about them. They'll cut you out of your life. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Once they get a little bit older, they understand what's what. Just give them a few more years. They're too young right now. They don't understand anything. Too young. They're beginning their life, their journey. Unless you take care of the demon, nothing will change in your life, Barry. Nothing. And that demon can only be tackled by a demon, not your fist that you think you have the strength. No. That's meaningless. And they hope that you will never do that. They hope that you'll never believe in them. They'll hope that you will call them fictional characters. That's how they deceive you. It's a deception. Masterful deception. They're very good at deceiving people. Very good. They're the very best. On your best day, when you have the energy, you're not a match for them. Intellectually, physically, or otherwise. They're much stronger. And so the only entity that could help you is the Creator. He's the only one. Nobody else on this miserable planet could help you. Not me, not your wife, not your fiance, not your children, not your family. Nobody but God, because He's the Creator. And the only way to reach Him, the only way, not right now, but someday, you'll be empty by yourself, and you'll be, because there's nothing else left for you to do, you will be on your face on the ground asking for that help. Mark my words. And if you will not do that, then you will continue on and on and on, just like always. That's the gateway to God, to fix all the problems, to remove the demons, and your life will change. It's the demons that are the problem here. It's not you. You got a kind heart. Kind heart. Kind heart. It's the demons. Because when I look into your eyes, I see you, and then I see that demon that's laughing at me, saying, "Ha ha, I got this guy. Barry, he's mine." That's what I'm looking at the invisible spirit, because I have the spirit of discernment that was given to me by God. I don't even look at people's words. I don't hear people's words. I look at the spirit. You got a pure spirit in your heart right here. But inside of you, behind everything, is this demonic, oppressive spirit that's been with you for a long time, Barry. And unless you take care of that, there will be no change. And that's my message to you as my brother. My words are meaningless. It's the Spirit who speaks. The Spirit of God that you call the fictional character is real. It's very, very, very real. And the sooner you get to know this real God, this Spirit of truth, the sooner you'll reach your goals. And your goal, you said, is just to be a good father to your kids, right? That's it, right?
That's all.
There's nothing else you would want more than your life than that.
I just want to be a good person.
You are. But based on what I shared with you, that you have a spirit of this sort of a demon oppression, does that make sense or not at all? You just don't believe in it?
I don't really believe in it, but I mean, it makes a little sense, you know?
A little sense, and I hope it will stay with you, because I told you the truth, and there's nothing that I've sort of embellished or made it bigger than what it is. I told you how to get rid of it. It's not anything but that demon that's keeping you from your path to happiness. Nothing but the demon. Nothing but the demon. It's that spirit, invisible spirit. Have you never heard that before in your life? This is your first time you're hearing this?
What?
About the demon in your life?
Yeah.
You've heard it before?
No.
First
I've
time?
never heard it. You're the first one to tell me.
Wow, I'm amazed. I'm amazed, Barry, because most people, your girlfriend never said that to you ever? She doesn't believe in that either? Kind of. You don't talk about it with her?
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
I see. Well, I mean, so I'm here. I'm hurt to see that you sort of rejected the spirit of truth. I'm hurt. I'm deeply, 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 deeply hurt. You have no idea what you've done to me out there when you said that you rely on your own strength, not on the strength of God. It's a demonstration of that spirit that's in you, you see. You didn't say it by yourself. It's the spirit of rebellious spirit of the dark force said that in you through your lips. You didn't say it yourself, but what can I say? There are certain procedures. The priests, Roman Catholic priests, are able to cast out demons, and they do a certain ritual. They say a prayer, and the demon leaves. But the person must continually be in prayer and continually communicating with God. So if you want to find a priest at any Catholic church in town, they'll go through this procedure of removing the demon easily. They will talk to you. They will talk to you. They will ask you a lot of questions about your past, but they will tell you the same thing, almost verbatim what I just shared with you. They'll say, yeah, you have this, blah, 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 blah. You need to do this, and there's a process. They're not going to just take you and say, yeah, here we go, just you're free. No, it doesn't operate that way. It's a process. But then you'll be free of the demons. You'll be thinking clearly. You will not touch alcohol. You will not touch drugs. You will not even look at that garbage. And then you'll be with your kids. You'll have a job. You'll be employed gainfully. You'll be happy. You'll be living in your own condo, apartment, or a house. And you'll be a reformed man, a brand new man. Brand new, Barry, just like the way you wanted. And you will give so much love and so much to your kids and so much in a different light, 24/7. You wouldn't have to be sort of scheduling around when you're feeling okay. You'll be constantly feeling okay because you're not even going to touch the garbage. None of that garbage you will be touching. You wouldn't even think about it because that is one of many, many methods how the spirits control people. One of many. That's their tool in their little satanic toolbox. Or you don't think that that's what they use, the demons?
Oh, I believe that.
You believe that?
Oh, yeah.
That you believe.
I do believe that.
And why do you believe that, but not the rest what I said before? Just curious. Why do you believe that particular part?
Because if you've ever been a part of addiction, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
I've never been, Barry, but I just know it's the tools that those demons use. It's just one of many, 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 many. You see, the list is very long. I just mentioned something that you're on the hook for. Other people are on the hook for other things. We all fight our demons within us in different ways. Everybody's got some kind of a hook from the other side. We just have to find the strength from God and grace from God to say no to that. And the only way it comes from God. We cannot resist them. They're stronger than us. Because if you think that you're strong, why don't you just tell the demon, go fuck yourself. I'm not going to touch your fucking alcohol. I'm not going to touch your... Why don't you just tell him that?
I know, right?
Yeah, so you're not strong enough?
Nope.
So you just admitted it, that you got to have some help, outside help, right?
I admitted it. Yep.
You going to see a priest?
I'm not strong enough.
You going to get some help from a priest?
Are you gonna be my priest?
I cannot be a priest because I'm not a priest, Barry. I'm just
Neither am I.
No, you're not. I'm just saying you go see a priest. You're going to find a priest?
I mean,
Our Lady of Lourdes on Bernadette Drive. There's a beautiful Catholic church. Just walk in there and say, I'm looking for a priest. Father Flanagan. Normally you address a priest by father. It's just the way custom requires. So you say, Father Flanagan, my name's Barry. I was sent to you by Sam. He's just somebody I met on the street who said, I need to talk to you. And do you mind talking to me for half an hour? I really need just some spiritual guidance. And just tell, I believe I have a demon and I'd like to get rid of it. I'd like to start a new life. I'd like to start a new life, and start with that. And he will help you. And then he will know, he will tell you yourself. You won't even have to tell him, hey, I got a demon. I need to cast it out. He will see that immediately as soon as you walk in, even before you approach him. See, people who deal with the spiritual matters, we don't listen to words. I could just look at a person and see what kind of spirit the person has. And usually, in 98% of the people, Barry, I kid you not, it's all dark forces, demons. Demon upon a demon upon a demon. I'll tell you a biblical story. When Jesus went into the country of the Gadarenes, it's a Spanish southern tip of Spain, he swam in a boat with his 12 disciples to the land of Gadarenes. And there was a man who was naked, who slept in tombs. And nobody could, they put chains on him, huge chains, and he would break them apart as if they were little cotton threads. Nobody could contain him because he was so strong, physically strong. But he had actually a lot of demons inside of him who were so violent that, in other words, that demon, that person could kill another human being, but just his favorite thing would be to kill people. He would be going around yelling and screaming, acting crazy. He had a huge beard like this. He was naked. He lived in tombs. So when Jesus came out, this man knelt down before him and said, please don't torment us, Son of God. And Jesus said, what is your name? Because every demon has a name. Let's say demon of gluttony, demon of prostitution, demon of drug addiction, demon of tobacco, demon of fornication, and on and on and on and on. Every demon has its own name. He said, what is your name? And because there were so many packed into this one person, they all answered at the same time, we are legion. Legion is an ancient Greek word meaning we're many. They couldn't sort of announce themselves as a certain one. And they asked Jesus to be cast out, not just to go out into the void, because Jesus was about to command this man to be free from the demons. But they begged Jesus to say, please send us into that herd of swine, pigs. And Jesus said, go. And they all, thousands of the demons went out into this herd of swine, and the pigs got crazy and they ran off the cliff and they all drowned right away. And there's that cliff to this day in the land of Gadarenes, which is the southern tip of Spain, where it happened. They have a little chapel there, a little cathedral. So, and that man who was once completely insane was sitting there in his right mind and saying, Lord, I want to follow you wherever you go. I want to follow you. This is a miracle. And he said, no, go to your family and just tell them what God did for you. You're not part of my 12 disciples. Just go and be thankful to God, what God has done for you. And all the people who have learned, they didn't know who Jesus was. In that part of Spain, they thought it was witchcraft. So they all thought that Jesus was using witchcraft to deliver this man from the demons. They didn't understand who Jesus was, what kind of power he had. And they asked Jesus to leave that place immediately because they were scared. Nothing like that ever happened. That man was the most feared human being in that region. They all were praying, hoping not to see him, because if he saw them, he would usually run, and he would be very quick. He would just kill people with chain. Nobody could anyway. Well, this man was sitting there acting normal because Jesus removed those demons from him. It was a miracle. And again, those people couldn't understand who Jesus was. They thought he used some kind of a magical trick. There was no magical trick. It was by the power of God. And so I suggest that you simply go talk to Father Flanagan or any other person at the Catholic Church on Bernadette Drive, and just tell them you want to start a new life, and that you have the demon of addiction and whatever else you want to tell them, and they'll help you. They'll cast out the demon, because yours is not as difficult as that one. Yours will come out with prayer and fasting. When you do prayer and fasting, it comes out. So if you're willing to do that, change your life for your daughters, not for you, for your daughters, everything will be fine. Otherwise, my brother, you are right now, as you stand, you are in captive hands of that demon force that is very, 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 very powerful. Not as powerful as that one in the land of Gadarenes in Spain, but still pretty powerful because it got you in its grip. And you cannot and will not on your own ever be able to break away from that chain on your own in your own strength, ever. Do you believe me? You have tried, right? You have tried, right, to get away from that. Were you successful? Because? Please tell me why you were not successful. Now you begin to see that it's all dark forces, right? It's not human strength. There's no match, human strength and the demons, right? Do you understand this is not fictional? This is reality. They got you. And you think they're fictional because they told you to say that they're fictional, but they're not fictional. They're as real as this light post right there. They're just hidden from view. You cannot see them. But if your eyes were open, if your spiritual eyes were open, do you know what they look like? They look like these dark patches of energy, but they can understand every thought that you have, every emotion. They know everything from the day you were born because they are eternal. They've been here for millions of years, Barry. Try to understand, for hundreds of millions of years. There is no time for them. They've seen every person being created who came to this planet. What sort of intelligence do you think they have? Do you think you can outsmart them? No, you cannot outsmart them. And that's why you're no match in your own strength. They've seen you from the day you were born. They've seen us all, how we come into this world. And they say, we got this one. And the only way to fight them is through going to church and asking a Catholic priest to get rid of that demon, because non-Catholic churches don't have that kind of a apostolic power to get rid of the demons. They don't have. But that's just me telling you, you're probably not going to do it, right? You're not going to go see a priest. You're just going to continue living the way you're living. You're going to continue on, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to keep on keeping on.
Has it worked for you in the past?
No.
So then, how is that going to help?
I might want to change my mind.
In what way? Like, what would you change?
myself by believing in God that you just told me all about.
Do you want to believe in God?
Yeah, I do. I most definitely do.
You know, God in 2 words is the most holy and pure spirit, that a very powerful spirit that created everything in this universe, visible and invisible. He first created the angels, who half of them, 1/3, turned to become the dark angels or the demons. The rest stayed with God. The other 75% is still with him. They still do his bidding. They're ministering spirits who are designed to help us here. That's their mission in life, and they're very, very powerful. They cannot be seen, because if you saw angel in real life, you would die. We're not made. But you think this is all a lie, right? That you don't believe in that?
No.
Think it's a fabrication? See, every child, actually up until the age of 7, sees angels, and they see the spiritual world. That's why they're so pure. That's why they're so innocent. And as we get older, our minds become indoctrinated by demonic ideas and demonic dark forces. This is why we become coarse. This is why we become disconnected from God. This is why we begin to believe in lies propagated by demons. And then we try the alcohol, we try the drugs, and then we get hooked, and then we're done. Or something else, besides that. It's just an example. And then we're done. And so that's the point, in a nutshell, how they operate. So out of this whole conversation, I guess, would you say this is kind of useless or useful, or?
I would never call a conversation useless. Useful, most definitely.
That you would not go see a priest?
Probably not. Probably not.
Because? I don't get. What do you mean, just because? What does it mean? The demons won't let you?
Maybe so. Yeah, maybe so.
Isn't that so? Something, huh? They keep you in a circle, and when you even find out that they're keeping you in a circle, you cannot even get out from the circle of power, right? You just sort of got stuck in their influential zone. Even though if you want to get rid of them, you cannot. They just got you, huh? They got you.
Yeah, I think so.
They're pretty powerful, huh?
They got me, yeah.
But you said you can do anything for your children, right? Do it for your children, not do it for yourself. Forget about you. Do it for your children. If you meant it, unless you just sort of said it but didn't mean it.
I don't know why you would ever think that I said it without meaning it.
Because you said that God is a fictional character, that's why. And that kind of phrase could only come out from a person that's demon-possessed, whose brain has been indoctrinated by demonic doctrines. It's the only person who would say such a thing would be a person that's through and through demon-possessed, like all the way on a molecular level, subatomic level. So every molecule inside of you, Barry, belongs to the devil.
You think so?
100%. 100%. Like bona fide demon-possessed man. You even look that way, kind of.
Wow, that's not fair.
No, I mean, you look like demon-possessed, man.
What? That's not fair.
Like 100% demon possessed. Like the guy in the land of the Gadarenes looked probably just like you, man. Except he was naked, so you're just a few steps down from him. He was a more elevated demon possessed. You're like the lower ranking demon possessed slave of the demons. You're a slave of the demons, man. You gotta get rid of them if you want to be free. Until that point, man, you're just a slave of them, you know. Eating that drugs and alcohol, and they feed you every night. What else? Do you actually drink that perfume, or is that what do you mix it with? Is that perfume?
No, it's just beer.
Does it smell like beer, man?
Yeah, it's just beer.
Come on, man.
It's just beer.
What kind of beer are you drinking, man?
The strongest kind.
No, I mean, come on. I mean, this is like, what are you drinking? I mean, is it like some kind of concoction that's perfume with something else you get for 50 cents?
It costs $1.50, and it's the strongest beer.
Stout?
No.
You don't know the name?
Strong beer. That's all.
It smells like it's a concoction of several different chemicals. One of them is perfume, like the cheapest one you could get at Walmart for 50 cents. Then you add a little bit of something, a little bit of something, a little bit of something, and then it creates this sort of concoction. Am I right?
It's just $1.50 beer, man.
That's it. Nothing else added to it. Okay. The point is, why not sober up and be with your kids 24/7? Why can't you just sort of do that? Say, okay, I'm done with this. I'm going to my 2 beautiful daughters. Why not just do that? Who's keeping you? The fictional character? The demon? What's his name? Have you ever wondered? No, I mean, I'm asking you a simple question. I mean, you've tried, you can't.
I know. Yeah. I'm just answering with tears, man.
Your tears should be on the floor of the Lady of Lourdes Cathedral, you know, talking to Father Flanagan, who can get rid of the demons. Now you could go spend all your time with your kids, and your girlfriend would be very impressed that you changed your life, but only with God's help. There's nothing you can do on your own. That little trick you did with your fists, when I saw that, I said, damn, yeah, that right there, that looks so pathetic, it's like you wouldn't believe.
Does it?
You're demon possessed, man. That comes from the demons, man. That's what they want you to do. That's exactly what they trained your mind. Your pea-sized brain is trained by the demons, and you're a good learner of demons. So everything you got in your little brain is from the demons. Everything. Is that a surprise? So they teach you how to get a $1.50 beer. You say, thank you, master. Thank you, master. I will drink tonight again. The point, amigo, is this. Nothing in this world will change until we actually look at the root cause of the problem. The root cause of your problem is demon possession. 100%, like 100%. Just one look, boom, bada bing, bada boom. You gotta spend all your time on your face asking God for the strength to get rid of the demons with the help of Father Flanagan at the church. Only Catholics have that sort of in this, or Orthodox or Catholics have that power to get rid of the demons. Nothing else will. And by the way, I got some bad news for you. You ready for some really bad news? Like really bad news.
What?
Now that I told you.
What?
Now that I told you, listen. Now that I told you about it.
What?
Now that I told you about the demons inside of you, Barry, they're gonna be on your ass because they will not allow you to sort of. Now that you know what the problem is, they won't allow you to sort of get rid of them. So they're gonna be on your case 10 times worse than prior to me sharing this with you. Now that you know, they're not gonna allow you to sort of like walk around, hee ha ha, drink that beer. They're gonna actually up their schemes, up their pressure on you 10 times. You're gonna be under more pressure like you would not believe. So you have only 2 options right now, amigo. Either run to the church and begin the process, or prepare to deal with 100 times more pressure from the demons. 100 times. They're not gonna leave you alone from now on. Now that I shared this with you, I forgot to tell you. It's a lot of responsibility to even know this information. Most people are clueless. clueless. You ask them, they don't know about anything about what I just shared you. This is spiritual wisdom. I condensed 2,000-year-old spiritual information into this sort of a short conversation. 2,000-year-old history. How the early church fathers, how to go into the desert experience, how to deal with demons, how they overcome the demons. 2,000-year-old. It doesn't happen that 1, 2, 3. No. It's a serious process. Now that I share this with you, Barry, they're not going to leave you alone. It's going to get worse. So your only option, if you want to survive this, like survive, both spiritual and physically survive this, is to, first time you have a sober day, run to church, ask anybody there that you want to start a new life, tell them, you know where the Catholic Church is, right? On Bernadette Square, next to the car dealership, that little steeple with the cross. That's why they do the steeple. Tell them you want to start a brand new life. If you're not going to do that, they're going to kill you. Those demons are very, very, very cunning. They're going to drive people beyond insanity, beyond the drinking binges that people could manage. And they actually, when you see people committing suicide, that's not a person that says, oh, let me just kill myself. No. Try to understand, it's a demon that got so close to the person that they manipulate people to take their own lives. And amigo, you're number one on their list. Using this accent here. You're number one, numero uno. So when I go home tonight and you stay here, outdoors, in this cold, you're not alone. They're going to be ganging up against you, and you cannot see them. They're invisible. So you just know, like, you're going to be, I'm going to be prepared. No, they're going to come at you in a spiritual dimension through your head, which they've had access to since you were born. So they know every little thought that you have in your head, like you wouldn't believe. So from now that I shared this with you, which I probably should have warned you, that just knowing is dangerous enough. So you can no longer say, fabrication. It doesn't work, because you're going to see what they're going to do with you. So their goal is to make you take your own life. At this point, you got a little bullseye on you. That's the spiritual terminology for now that you know what you've got inside of you and you refuse to go see a priest. The only other option, you either commit suicide, no more seeing your children, or you're going to go see your deliverer, your priest at the church. You got two options. Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to go see my kids.
And then blow your brains out? What are you going to do afterwards to get rid of the demon? To change your life?
I'm going to go see my kids.
And after that?
Give them big hugs.
And then?
And big kisses.
Yes. And that's it.
That's it.
You're not gonna see a priest?
No.
Because you got your own strength? How did you do it? You got your own strength?
Yep.
To fight the demons?
Yeah.
Do you think they're fictional or they're real?
Very, very, very real.
Very real, so you agree with us. So God is fictional, but demons are real, huh? Even though God created the demons, right? Originally they were holy angels, but they...
It depends on how you look at things, I guess.
Right. So, but it's interesting how they indoctrinate people to sort of believe that God is a fictional character, but demons are real. It's strange, isn't it? It's kind of very strange. But okay, so you do that. You talk, see your kids. Don't go see a priest. That's dangerous, right? They're just no good, right? Priest is no good.
And I never said that.
So just useless, very useless, right? You go see a priest, it's
I
a waste
never
of...
said that either.
Okay, so then why not go see him?
I don't know.
You don't think he could help you? the priest? Cast out a demon?
Probably could, yeah. He probably could.
Barry, you're an amazing specimen here. You have a combination of very kind heart and an enormously powerful demon that sort of controls your every movement, like every thought, every word. It's just the most incredible thing that, you know, 2 in 1. Like you're just such a surprise. You do have a kind heart, 100%, and then you do have a very powerful spirit that sort of controls your every movement, where you can't do anything with your kind heart. So all your desires, as far as being with your children, will only remain desires. They're not going to materialize because of now that you know what I shared with you, this spiritual knowledge. The next step is the demons somehow will take your children away from you. Not sort of like in the way you think. It's just it's just the way that the spiritual world operates. Is whatever we it's beyond words. It's like they take away what we most desire, because you have no protection of God. Remember, He's a fictional character to you, because there's nobody to protect you from those spirits who are not visible to your human eye. So then how are you gonna get the protection, Barry? Where are you going to get protection from? And how is that going to help? How is it against the spirits who are invisible?
It's not going to help, is it?
Then, so what are you going to do? What's your other option?
I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure.
The priest is not an option?
Yeah, that is an option.
But you're not going to do it because you're under the control of the demons, right? They're not going to allow you. So you're basically a slave to the demons, and they tell you what to do, you do it. The only thing they allow you to do is temporarily see your kids, and that's it. That's your only life. And then once they take that away from you, and you no longer, your girlfriend will say, go to hell, you're not going to see my kids anymore, then what are you going to do after that?
I have no plan.
Go back to Utah? Or take your own life? Which one? Have you ever considered taking your life?
Yeah.
Seriously considered?
Yeah.
How many times?
3 out of 4.
And what stopped you?
Huh. My kids? My daughters? I'm not a very strong person.
Spiritually?
Just all around. I'm just not a very strong person, that's all.
Do you like gifts?
Yes, of course. Who doesn't?
So if I had a present or a gift for you, it's a gift of prayer that will remove the demons. Would you accept it, or would you say that's fictional?
It depends on how you would say it.
The prayer?
Mm-hmm.
There's a certain way that they don't allow you to say it?
I don't think so, no. No.
The most powerful thing in the universe is prayer, because it's direct communication to God, to the source of all power, all wisdom. It's the most powerful thing in the universe. Most human beings don't know how to use it. They don't know very much about it. They use it only as a mythological kind of a antiquated fabrication that you would call, right? In your demonic language, you call it fabrication, right? Prayer to God is fabrication, right? So you pray in a fabricated way to a fabricated character that does not exist. Something like that, right? Is that about right in your head?
Yeah.
So then,
I don't pray. No.
Because it's fabrication to a fabricated.
Yeah. That's how I could agree with that.
Right. And then what else did they tell you, the demons? What else did they tell you? So it's a fabricated thing, praying to a fabricated...
Now you're turning the story around.
I'm saying what I'm seeing. It's not that we know whose authority you're under and whom you serve. So now we know who is putting all those thoughts inside your little head. It's the demons, and they say, she's just a fabrication. Don't go see a priest.
I got a big head, man. Can you not see that?
No, I do not. No. I do not.
No, I can't go see a priest.
Because they keep you, right? They tell you, stay at home, servant, slave, stay at home, servant, or else we're gonna take your children away from you. Yeah, scared?
Ooh.
Scary talk, huh?
You don't scare me. Trying to take my kids away from me.
But they're not gonna...
That's not gonna happen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no way. Not as long as I have these fists up.
I'll give you an example. About 10 years ago, there was a man, his name is Paul. He was here on business from another state. He flew his private jet over here. We met, and he was very flirtatious with our secretary at their office. So he's like, hey, honey. He's married. He's got kids. So Paul says, okay, Sam, I'll talk to you on Monday. It was a Friday. And then Paul's plane crashed outside of Columbia Regional Airport, and I saw his bloody face on the Channel 8 television.
Oh, man.
And that guy was just like you. He thought that God was a fictional character. I recorded that tape. I have a VHS tape of Paul's bloody, stupid face on my VHS tape. That's how demons take care of people. So Paul thought he could use his little fists too. Where is he now? He never made it to his home to see his wife. See, that's Paul. That kind of reminds me of Barry. Paul and Barry, one and the same, except Paul was much more sophisticated, great sense of humor. He had a private jet. He didn't live in a tent. And yet he didn't believe in God. See, similarity? He also thought that God was just a fictional character. No need to worry about God. So instead of saying, God willing, I'll see you on Monday, he said, I'll see you on Monday. That's a big mistake. You never say that. So never say that you will never lose your children because you got your fists. Because tomorrow, you may not see them again. Like Paul lost his life. Make sense? I have him on tape. If you want, I can show it to you one day. You believe me, right?
I believe you.
Yeah, he's just a businessman. We were doing business. He flew down to Colombia. It was about 10 years ago, approximately. Came, we met, very flirtatious. We had a good-looking secretary at their office downtown. And he was married, but he was almost like taking her to his hotel room, pretty much taking her. And then so finally, long story short, and I don't even know if he did or not. He just was really coming at her. The point is, Paul looked at me like this, Sam, see you on Monday. And I said, big mistake. You don't say like that because tomorrow is not guaranteed. And then I saw him on Channel 8 News, his bloody face when they were pulling him out from the airplane wreckage. So that's Paul for you. Real life situation, real life. So you see how demons operate? They're in your life 100% if you don't have God in there. Like in your life. Paul is gone. Prematurely, you might say, but maybe not prematurely. Maybe, he crossed a line. And Barry, let me tell you, I don't know, have you ever wondered have you ever crossed the line with God?
No.
You're not like Paul, right?
No, I'm not like Paul.
You're better than Paul.
Well, no, I'm not. I didn't ever say that.
You're worse than Paul?
I never said that.
You're just like Paul?
I guess so.
You're not afraid of demons?
No.
Because you have
they're
fists?
Fake. They're fake.
They're fabrication.
Mm-hmm.
Your addiction to alcohol and drugs is also fabrication?
Yes.
So that's fake too?
No, that's not.
So how do you disconnect one from the other? I don't understand you.
I know, I don't.
You say this is real, this is fake. How do you decide, man? If one is connected to the other. You say, I don't understand you, man. There's a complete disconnect in everything you just said. Like you believe in that, but you don't believe in that. You believe in that. It's like complete. They got your mind so disconnected that you don't even know which way is up, man. You're totally a mess, man. They got your mind so fucked up. You cannot even decide which one is real, which one is like they got you, man. They got you worse than they don't even do that. That's stupid, man. That's even fucking more stupid than like give me a fucking break, man.
Oh, come on, man.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't even do that, man. Because see, they know what's gonna happen tomorrow. We don't. They do. We think linear. They're in that eternal space.
Yeah, well, that's something I can
accept.
Something I can take home and think about.
You don't have a home, amigo.
Thanks for reminding me, man.
But I'm here to help you, man. I'm here to. We were gonna record a message for some good Christians, and you said you don't care about the Christians. Like,
no, I didn't say I didn't care about
the
Christians.
demons were talking through your mouth. When I told you about praying to God, you were deliberately doing that sign with your fist, saying, "I am strong. I don't believe in God. I don't need God."
I didn't say I didn't say.
You didn't
any
have
of
to.
that.
You didn't have to say it. It's in the spirit, man. Try to understand. But exactly right. That's very stupid. Don't do that ever again, man.
Oh, come on.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. That doesn't.
What? You don't have fists you can put up?
When I was 4 years old, maybe 5, yeah. You know, I mean, really. It doesn't work, man. The point is this.
It does work. It does. It does.
Is it gonna get you out of the tent? Barry, you're not yourself today. Like when we've met, you were more normal than right now. Like you're. What are you on right now?
Alcohol.
Not possible.
It's just alcohol, man.
I know alcohol. What are you on? Where is your mind, man?
Alcohol.
How much alcohol?
A couple beers.
Are you kidding me? I could drink probably 2
Why
gallons
would I
and be normal.
Why would I lie to you?
What are you on, man? I'm asking you a question. Like you're not making any sense, man.
I've drank a couple beers, man.
Is that what you take acetone? Is that you were sniffing something or what?
No, I'm not. I just drank alcohol like I told you.
2 beers, you cannot walk straight? We're falling down over there.
Yeah, 2 beers.
That smell was not alcohol out there in the tent.
Well, what was it?
It's the combination of some chemicals. I'm not a chemist, but it's an acetone mixed with something else, like some kind of paint, something. There's like 5, 6 different ingredients.
No, it's just alcohol.
Just alcohol?
Cheap alcohol, yeah.
Where do you get it from?
Moser's.
$1.50?
151, yep.
You don't remember the brand?
Well, yeah, I remember the brand. It's Camo.
Camo?
Yeah, it's Camo. It costs $1.50, $1.51.
So Barry, the idea of getting you out of that tent,